Here's how MDMA goes from underground labs in the Netherlands all the way to a nightclub near you. According to new research published yesterday by the European Union Drug Monitoring Agency, around 12.3 million people in the European Union aged between 15 and 64 have used MDMA at least once in their lifetime. This estimate, which they based partly on testing the wastewater from toilets, means that the retail market is worth an estimated 594 million euros a year. That apparently corresponds to 72.4 million pills a year. Around 90% of this consumption can be attributed to frequent users. This insatiable appetite for ecstasy is met by large-scale producers within the European Union, mainly in the Netherlands and Belgium. From Europe, the MDMA is then trafficked to consumer markets globally. Based on the available data, the Netherlands remains the main origin of ecstasy trafficking worldwide. However, Germany and to a lesser extent Bulgaria and Belgium appears to be emerging as a distribution hub for MDMA to both European and external markets. Markets in Oceania and Asia appear to be some of the main targets of the European origin MDMA. In some instances, we're now seeing evidence of so-called barter trafficking. It's where Europe and Latin America trade. Latin America have the Coke, Europe have the MDMA. You give us the Coke, we'll give you the MDMA. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. MDMA is typically transported by land within the European Union and to Turkey, and by cargo or passenger aeroplanes. For destinations outside Europe, it's cargo shipping. Post and parcel delivery services are also becoming key distribution channels for MDMA, particularly for vendors operating online. These shipments using post and parcel delivery mostly consist of smaller quantities, although there have been isolated incidents of larger quantities reported. And when it comes to retail, there's still people walking around nightclubs selling pills, but it's also frequently traded online on a range of platforms or apps, including darknet markets as well as surface web and social media platforms. Darknet markets offer retail and wholesale amounts of ecstasy, either in tablet form or powders or crystals. And another interesting thing I found out from this study is that the MDMA distribution levels in Europe have now gone back to pre-pandemic levels. They busted a lot less large-scale distribution facilities in the years during the pandemic, but that has now got back to normal. So it's very much business back to usual, back on track with the MDMA market in Europe.